Welcome to the Atrioc broadcast here on June 18th, 2025. Good to fucking see you. Good to see you. That is a song from Scott Pilgrim that I really like. That's pretty good. Hello. I just got back from the podcast. We had to double up recording, so it was a longer session, I'll be honest with you. Let's see if I can't open up this chat and see how you guys are doing. Hello, MLG Wumbo, Captain Falcon, Antony, Harry NYC, Mecha DL, Wizard Coffee, Snazzy K. Hey, Truck, I went to LA last week and I visited Disneyland, the Aquarium of the Pacific, Ralph's, and a few other places. I didn't see you anywhere, so I'm wondering why you were hiding from me. Oh, no, I was there. I was waving at you. You didn't see me? Every one of those places, I was like, hey, Snazzy K, good to see you from the stream. And you just didn't respond. I think maybe you were a little head in the clouds. I was in the Mickey costume. Yeah, I was in the Mickey costume. You must have got shy. Jelly Enjoyer. Thank you for the Prime. Thank you for the 19 months of Prime. That's a consistency. And it's much appreciated. Are you going to watch the Donkey Kong Bonanza Direct? That's a great question. I'll answer very simply. No. Fuck no. What is it, like 6 a.m. to watch fucking Donkey Kong Bonanza footage? We're not even going to play it. No, zero fucking shot. Unless they, do you think maybe they're going to announce Silk Song during Donkey Kong Bonanza? Do you think there's it was already happened? Then they didn't announce Silk Song, did they? It's out right now. They did? Wow, I missed it. I guess I was the fool. You're not going to believe this. This would be a terrible way to find out. Donkey Kong Bonanza Day. No, I'm not going to play. It doesn't even look good to me. Donkey Kong Bonanza. If anything, I preferred like a more of a side-scrolly Donkey Kong. Like the ones they were making on the... This one, too much. Too much with the bananas. No, I'm not feeling it. So I probably won't be playing it. What if they were glizzies? Well, then of course I would be all in. No, you got me dead to rights on that one. The main problem I have with it is that they're bananas instead of glizzies. How did you know? What an incredible soul read on my reasoning for not liking it. Hey, thank you for the Parime Squillium 2596. Holy shit, my sub can go to war for Donald. You guys often conflate months with years when it comes to subs. However, I wouldn't put it past Donald J. Trump to send an 18-month-year-old to war. Kids need to learn. Kids need to fucking learn. You want a target audience for the DK game TBH? That's my point. That's my fucking point. I don't care. It's not for me. Someone else will enjoy it. I don't have to play it just because it's a big game. Yo, Big A, congrats on buying the Lakers. Dude, I heard. Wait, is this 100% confirmed? Are the buses bussing it down and selling the Lakers? Is this confirmed? Lakers being sold. Okay, well, so it's not confirmed, but it's almost certainly confirmed. Los Angeles Lakers to sell majority ownership in historic deal to TWG Global CEO Mark Walter. Who the fuck is this? Who's Mark Walter? This guy. Oh, the guy that owns the Dodgers? Oh, good. I'm glad we get another fucking sport dynasty. Okay. The guy that owns the Dodgers is this guy. Finally, an old white billionaire owning a sports team. Can I just say this is a big moment? Thankfully. Dude, it feels good to finally see some representation up there. This is big. It's about damn time. White boys are finally back. The glass ceiling finally shattered. Thank God. Freedom. Whatever. It's not like the fucking buses were some paragon. Does this mean Ohtani be able to play for the Lakers? Not only does it mean Ohtani will be able to, he'll be forced to. Ohtani will have to play center for the Lakers. And LeBron will have to pitch for the Dodgers. It's gonna be a madhouse, dude, but it'll be good for ticket sales, I'll tell you that. You gotta tune in. How the hell's everybody doing? He'll pitch 1 inning. I would watch that. They have LeBron Day at Dodger Stadium, and I get to watch LeBron James play center field. I'd fucking watch it. Shohei is 6'4". He could probably ball. Dude. A fucking insane thing to say is that just because Shohei Ohtani is 6'4", he could play in the NBA. No, I don't think that's the only requirement. 6'4" isn't even tall for the NBA. It would look short out there, and he's not. No, but for real, he is not athletic enough to overcome the fact that he doesn't practice basketball. He's the white Luka. He's not white. That's the first problem, is that he's not white to becoming the white Luka. Bullshit, my GOAT is better than MJ. So now not only can he play in the NBA, but Shohei Ohtani is now the greatest basketball player of all time. Hasn't played 1 minute on the court, but he is likely the best player. And that's largely because, he's 6'4"? Better than Michael Jackson. Okay. He probably could also be a pop star while he's at it, right? He has a better shot at that. You're saying an Asian can't be the white Luka? That's kind of racist. Is it? Is it racist? That's interesting. So you're saying Scarlett Johansson should be able to play any Asian role? Is that what you're saying? Is that? What if? Because I'm actually working on a film right now. It's about the life and times of Xi Jinping. Do you think we could get Scarlett to play Xi? Could this be Xi Jinping? That's what I say when she shows up to set in makeup. Now, Xi Jinping. And then I fucking get her out there filming scenes. That would unironically be fire. No, it wouldn't. Unironically, you're saying it would be good if they made a Xi Jinping biopic starring Scarlett Johansson? No, dude. No, that would not be fire. I mean, I guess, honestly, maybe it would. I take it back. It would only be fire because that's the funniest fucking thing for Scarlett Johansson to do. I cannot think of something funny than her accepting the role of Xi Jinping. That would be good. That would be, I don't know if it would be good. Actually, we know it would be bad, but it'd be damn interesting. It'd be damn interesting. It'd be a Wes Anderson type beat. Why? In what world would that be? I would unironically love to watch a Fast and the Furious shot-for-shot remake with Christopher Walken playing every single role against himself. Cinema, cinema, cinema. It would be funny. I don't know if I'd watch the whole damn... I'd watch a scene. It'd be a fun clip. It'd be a fun TikTok. I wouldn't watch the whole damn movie. Plus... Isn't Christopher Walken now, like, incredibly old? Christopher Walken. He's been old forever. He's got to be... He's 82 years young. Bro's younger than the Ayatollah. He could lead Iran. Christopher sitting now, I think. Hey, first time chatter. Notice you. Nice one. +2. Welcome in, dude. You're adding to the discourse already. I think she should play Tom Cruise in the Mission Impossible biopic in a few years. Why would they make a movie about the making of Mission Impossible? And then get Xi Jinping to play Tom Cruise. You guys have such good ideas, don't get me wrong. It's just that not all of them are hitters. It's like you got to separate the wheat from the chaff. Too tall. She should give in and just cash his check for Winnie the Pooh. I mean, I think it's cool people lean into the joke a little bit. Like if Xi Jinping did voice Winnie the Pooh for Chinese state television, it would be like I get the joke and I'm laughing at it. I'm laughing with you and you're not laughing at me. I think that'd be cool. It would show some strength of character on his part. Will you ever catch up with the Reddit? No, probably not. Just being dead real, I probably won't catch up with the Reddit. I tried it. It just didn't work. I will watch probably Evan Gao's video, but I have to find out when, because Yo, Atrioc, if an EMP hits LA, are you prepped or nah? Hey, Captain Falcon, thank you for the gifties. Dear God in heaven, thank you for the 50 gifties. Sheesh. By the way, if you dodged the gifties, you will get drafted into World War III. So if you did not receive a giftie, that's bad luck and you will get drafted. The gifties are how you get out. In fact, if you present your Atrioc sub to the military, they will let you skip the draft. So, I will serve with you. What if we're already subbed? Then you're good. Yeah. If you're an Atrioc sub, you are above the law on this one. You're good. No, I have depression. No way they'll draft me. Have you ever been to a military base? If they got rid of everyone on the military base with depression, there would be like 3 guys left, and they'd be scary. It would be scary, dude. Please don't gift me. I want to be drafted. You know you can sign up. It's not like the only way to join the military is the draft. You can voluntarily get recruited. You can go sign up. It's not like you're just sitting around. God, I hope they draft me. I'd love I want them to ask, though. I'm shy. Ooh, woo, can I go fight for you, please? We want to feel wanted. All right. That makes sense. God, I thought you were being foolish, but that does make sense. That does track. That does track. I can't argue with that. What? Hey, when is that today or when is Tesla full self-driving in Austin? When is that? When is that happening? It's like this week or something. 6 hours ago. Let's see. I want to, this supposed to be a big fucking launch. Let's see. Didn't it already happen? No, I don't think so. Tesla's robotaxi, long promised by Elon Musk, joins a crowded field. Tesla offering rides as soon as Sunday. Robotaxis on Sunday. God. You just got to hope that theirs goes well. This has to go well. A small fleet of Tesla robotaxis will begin carrying passengers in Austin on June 22nd. But Mr. Musk said he might delay the start of the service. You can't be doing another fucking delay. It's been so long. The cars will be available only to company employees or invited guests. Not available to the general public for several months. Dude, you can buy a Waymo and burn it in LA right now. I burned 5 of them recently. Unrelated. Don't make that joke, big man. Don't tell me what jokes I can't make, small man. I'm this close to banning you, but you have previous 10 months sub. I was this close to banning you, bro. Boy, those 10 months count for something. I remember the good times, bro. Atrioc, should I pay my deposit for my apartment with the Klarna so I can default it? Yes, you should, and it won't backfire. Oh, dude. Guys, I got you a free money glitch. We talked about this on the Patreon on the podcast, but that's the Patreon, so I can say it here. I got you a free infinite money glitch. I'm not even really joking. I'm actually not joking in that I think I have found a guaranteed way for you to make guaranteed money. Is it get a job? Actually, I said guaranteed way. That's a hard thing to do. In this economy? No. No, here it is. Okay, so, well, the only thing is you can't be religious. If you're religious, this probably is not guaranteed. You got to be not non-religious, or specifically not Christian. And then you will be able to make money, okay? If you're Christian, it can have some complications. Let's explain. There's a website called Polymarket where you can bet on future events happening. Currently, right now, live, there is a 3% chance that Jesus Christ returns in 2025. This is a real thing you can bet on. If you bet no, you get a very small return. But it is theoretically guaranteed unless you truly believe that Jesus Christ will return to earth. I personally believe the dead cannot rise again. So for me, this is guaranteed money. So I can move you guys here, but like if I bet no, right? I bet no, and I put in, let's say, $500,000. Well, then I'm getting nearly $5,000 of profit for For what? What's the risk? What's the downside? By the way, this is a perfect option select because, hear me out, if I bet no and I'm wrong, well, then Christ returned. So does money really matter? If I lose my 500 grand, it's still the rapture. You know what I'm saying? So either way, it's like if the money won't matter. So I think I've actually covered my bases. I feel like you can bet every dollar you have and farm the profit off of religious people. And if they're right, who cares? They're right. Lower return than CDs. Gambled money tastes sweeter than earned money. I'll tell you that. Which tastes sweeter than invested money. Okay? So write that down, first of all. Through God, all things are possible. Who the fuck is buying yes? I don't know. 3% of people. Or 3% of money invested. Some people take the odds. If you don't buy yes, you hate fee money. I guess free money. Buy more yes, Jesus will return. I think this guy is buying no and trying to pump the odds up. I think this guy is trying to pump the odds, bro. But look, I mean, it peaked at 3.7 in April. Why is the chance of Christ returning so much lower right here? What happened on April 26th? What happened on April 26th that made everyone believe that Christ wasn't coming back? Oh, Easter. That's so funny. After Easter, like, oh, if it's not, he wouldn't do it past Easter. That's actually so funny. Anyway, it's free money is all I'm saying. Don't ever say I didn't do anything for you. Okay? You should gift 10 subs with the profits. Omnavius, thank you for the 12 months. Big A, you're back and you're alive. Poggies, let's go. I wanted to share my 12-month anniversary till you came back because I'm so excited about it. I'm excited about it too, Omnavius, and I thank you very much for your 1 year of support. I've been back for 2 days, though. This is Wednesday. And since you didn't check in on Monday or Tuesday, I am going to have to dock your pay. So sorry, but I keep a list of every single chatter, and I check to make sure they're in chat every single day. Harsh but fair. Thoughts on Iran? So, I gave a whole presentation during Lemonade Stand today about Israel-Iran. It was real compelling, if I say so myself. I went through a bunch of stuff, you know. I went fucking hog wild. And so I'm not going to do it again. Because if I do it again, then by tomorrow, right before the clip uploads, or right before the podcast uploads, AH will have a clip out with the exact presentation. And then my co-host will get mad at me. So just watch even if you don't want to watch the whole podcast tomorrow, you can watch the presentation. It's literally just going to be a clip. I fucking yawn, already watched Asmongold's take. Fuck. Me too. That's where I stole mine from. I just watched his and I wrote down notes and I repeated it on the podcast. Hi, babe. Why are you grabbing my gooch?
That was not your gooch.
You were aiming for it.
That's not even close to taint territory.
What's up?
My brain is hurting from the garage stuff. I was thinking, like, I wanted to order, but only if you want some.
You want to order something?
Yeah, but only if you want some, because if you're not going to eat, I'm just going to eat it. You know?
Like a community or something?
Yeah.
Didn't they arrive today?
Like, hashtag ad, you know?
People are saying brainy hurty.
Yeah, because it does hurt. It hurts like my brain. My brain's stemmy.
Like your brain spider, and it's
and
starving.
the spider is starving because I have no brain left.
Yeah, babe, order whatever you want. I'll have what you're having.
But are you gonna eat?
I'm not hungry. I had Panda Express with Doug and Aiden.
Did the Dodgers win even?
I don't know.
Because you get like a half.
Do you know the owner of the Dodgers is buying the Lakers?
That's crazy.
They gotta own everything, huh? People gotta own everything.
Did you see that they just bought Dave's Hot Chicken too?
Who?
I don't know, but they own like a bunch of shit, like a private equity. Roark or something? Does that sound familiar?
More like private shitquity, that's what I say.
Yeah, private like inequity, you know?
Nice.
So I'm kind of like, Dave's is like mid, but I really like it, so I hope it doesn't like go to shit, you know, like this, down the shitter. Like this is the plumbing, and here's like the turd going down.
Amen. Well said.
Yeah. I guess I'm still struggling. What should I do?
Just get your food. Get whatever you want.
Okay, and whatever I get, you'll eat?
You give me a little thing, whatever you get.
All right.
Give me a little bonus.
Okay, hello.
I didn't want anything, but you got to throw on something or she won't order it. If you don't add anything on your own order, then she won't order it. And then she'll just be like, oh, I guess I'll have nothing. But I have to add something to the fucking... Women, am I right? Boo, 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 boo. Can't live with them. Can't legally murder them. That's what my dad used to say. That's a classic fucking Facebook dad joke. Oh, really? Oh, too far? Oh, question marks? Huh? Uh-huh? Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, dude. Oh my God, dude. You guys should go to a comedy set and then just sit in the front row shaking your head so you know you don't agree. No. No. I already do. True facts. Polymarket's banned in the US. Is it? No way. I thought people were using it all the time. Didn't they try to sponsor me? Am I smoking that good herb? I thought they tried to sponsor me. I don't know. Whatever. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm on crack cocaine. There's a bunch I want to talk about that wasn't just. I mean, I did kind of want to watch that Tucker Carlson. The Tucker Carlson Ted Cruz interview, or at least the clip. Oh, that shit was fucking funny. It was funny. Like it. What?
Well, I was.
Where is it? Calrson-Ted Cruz.
By the way, I don't know the.
This is the population one? Yes, I'm trying to find.
How many people live in Iran, by the way? I don't know the population. At all? No, I don't know the population. You don't know the population of the country you seek to topple? How many people live in Iran? 92 million. Okay. Yeah, how could you not know that? I don't sit around memorizing population tables. Well, it's kind of relevant because you're calling for the overthrow of the government. Why is it relevant whether it's 90 million or 80 million or 100 million? Why is that relevant? Because if you don't know anything about the country... I didn't say I don't know anything about the country. What's the ethnic mix of Iran? They are Persians and predominantly Shia. Okay, this is cute. It's not even... You don't know anything about Iran. So
Okay,
actually,
I am not
country,
the Tucker Carlson
No, but
expert on Iran.
You're a
who
senator
says,
who's calling
okay,
for the
you're one who
overthrow of the
claims-
government.
You're the one
and
who
you don't know
claims
anything about the country.
No, you don't know anything about the country. You're the one who claims they're not trying to murder Donald Trump.
No,
You're the
I'm
one
not saying that.
who can't figure out
I'm
if it was a
saying
good
you don't
idea to kill
believe-
General Soleimani, and you said it was bad.
You don't believe they're trying to murder Trump.
Yes, I do.
Because you're not calling for military strikes against them in retaliation. And if you really
we
believe
are
that,
carrying out military strikes today.
you said Israel was.
Right, with our help. I said we. Israel is leading them, but we're supporting them.
Well, you're breaking news here because the U.S. government last night denied, the National Security Council spokesman Alex Pfeiffer denied on behalf of Trump that we were acting on Israel's behalf in any offensive
No,
capacity.
we're not
at all.
bombing them. Israel's bombing them.
You just said we were.
We are supporting
This is high
Israel. as their-
stakes. You're a senator. If you're saying the United States government is at war
we're-
with Iran right now, people are listening.
Okay.
His face is so giddy. It's so giddy. That's funny. Yeah, the point that he's making, which is really important, is that we have a history. Actually, it's not even just America. So many countries have tried this of, attempting regime change in a country and then thinking that because the military part of toppling the government is easy, the next part will be easy too. But in fact, they end up in an endless quagmire of disaster and death and a power vacuum that always leads to a blowback. We got 10 fucking years in Iraq, but even you could do the Russians in Afghanistan, we could do us in Afghanistan, you could do Giggity, yes, Giggity, Family Guy, yeah, that's what I was pointing out. But there's a baker's dozen examples of something like that, and so I think the questions are relevant. To not understand the country, but to seek to topple its regime is, I think, short-sighted, and has always led to problems down the line. That's not the point that Tucker was making. Tucker's point was that if you don't know the exact population of the nation, you can topple the government. It's so dumb. No, that's not his point. I don't like Tucker Carlson, but that wasn't his point. His point was that you don't understand the country. So it's insane to do something as short-sighted as attempt to overthrow the government. Did you hear about the plane crash in India? No, I didn't. I feel like if Trump likes to think of himself as a no wars president, he hasn't escalated to a full war. I mean, he's been off and on all day. I literally read an FT article this morning that was like, I wonder if it's still up. Yeah, here it is. Dude, look, this is the front page of the FT. Trump says he may or may not strike Iran. All right, well, fuck, you tell me, bro. You fucking tell me. He's been hot and cold all day. 50-50, baby. Flip a coin. I have ideas as to what to do, but I haven't made a final. I like to make a final decision 1 second before it's due. Bro is choosing World War III the way I choose to do my fucking homework. This is today. This is live. That's procrastinating on a fucking deep level, dude. What happens when we get involved in this? I mean, from what it looks like the regime in Iran is actually pretty weak. So it's not like I actually think of a serious World War III threat unless China escalates because they buy all their oil from Iran. It's more of like, I don't know how many times it'll take the lesson to learn that like outside military forces trying to force a regime change in a country leads to a long, protracted problem and an endless power vacuum you can't get out of. That just builds resentment and increases the problem down the road. Like that's been proven time and time again. So it's just it's not that the regime can't be defeated. I'm actually not serious that I think there would be like a draft or anything or any type of larger escalating war. It's just that it doesn't seem to make sense. And what's crazy is the people of Iran, I mean, they might, had nothing happened, might have done this themselves. The Ayatollah is unpopular and only growing more so. But now it's like because outside forces are bombing the country, it like almost reinforces. It's like Canada. Yeah, yes, it is sort of like Canada. It is honestly a little bit like that. You made it sound like could be a good thing. What could be a good thing? I think it would be an unequivocal good thing if the people of Iran themselves, with no outside intervention, revolted and overthrew the Ayatollahs. That would be incredible. That would be my dream. But I don't think that people should try to bomb that change. It's like Gandhi said, bomb the change you want to see in the world. In Civ 5, he says that. Everyone talking about Iran and Israel. How about we talk about when I ran up on the ops with the work? Because that is real. Fuck, dude. You're right. We're not talking nearly enough about that. We're not talking nearly enough about that. Shit, fuck. He's right. We talk about Lakers got sold? Yeah, I talked about it. Have we tried asking them nicely to stop? Who? Big A, I got a job. Hey, whoa, stop the presses. Wait a minute. Big A, I got a job offer today after 4 years of unemployment poggies. Hey, congrats, big man. Congrats, Sonny662. That's awesome. That's got to feel fucking good. No cap, dude. I would turn it down, though. Keep grinding. You know what I'm saying? The next one's going to be better. I would turn it down. Stay hungry, you know? You don't want to get too soft at a job. Never take the first offer. Imagine reading that advice and then... dude, I remember it wasn't even 4 years. It was probably around 1. But after I graduated looking for a job, and then when I got the job at Twitch, man, I remember just this feeling, this crushing feeling off my shoulders. And I can only imagine people that have recently graduated, they're searching in this fucking job market. They had that same thing probably amplified. That feeling I had, I was like, I just can't find anything that's fucking... And I was stressed about it, and it was such a... I mean, I just fucking ran around the house. I just ran around. I was so excited. Atrioc, I got unemployment at a tutor place. Pog. Wait, Evan Gao teaching the youth, not Pog. I'm worried. I'm fucking worried. I'm worried. Evan Gao teaching the youth. Oh, no. They put me in charge of a math summer camp. Day 1, I started teaching them Minesweeper. So their parents are going to come at the end of the summer, pause. They're going to come at the end of the summer and they're expecting their child to have learned math. And instead you have taught them Minesweeper. Is that they're going to pick up little Johnny from Minesweeper is math? Yeah, but it's like addition. It's like, they're not teaching like, how young are we talking? Skills for now versus skills for life? How is Minesweeper a skill for life and math is not? How is Minesweeper? I guess, do you think in World War III you'll have to sweep for mines and they'll have little numbers on the ground that tells you how many mines are nearby? And then people are going to ask for professional Minesweeper players to get out there and help us get across these DMZs? Okay, that makes actually a lot of sense. And Evan Gow will be like the fucking wind talker. He's the goat that can get anyone across any minefield. That's pretty cool. That's pretty fucking cool. It's actually really chill when you put it like that. I'll lead the charge. What if one enemy figures out how to lie on the numbers and then everyone's fucking blown up? That could be a problem, is all I'm saying. Wait a minute. I wanted to talk about something. It wasn't just World War III. Everyone wants to talk about World War III. But I wanted to talk about what was it? World War IV. I wanted to talk about World War IV, dude. Because World War III might be fought with nuclear bombs, but World War IV is going to be fought with sticks and stones, and that's going to be way more fun. That's going to be sick. World War IV will be fought with darts and balloons. I think Einstein said this, yeah. I think he said, I don't know not with what weapons World War III would be fought, but World War IV would be fought with darts and balloons. Atrioc, when are you watching the video I made for you? I don't know, Evan Gow. I don't know. You trying to hold me hostage on it? I have to plan my week around going to Vegas for this MagicCon, so I'm trying to make sure I cover what I want to cover. Oh, yeah, I know what I want to talk about. Wait. I know what to talk about. Do I have to find the fucking thing? Wait. I wanted to talk about... Hold. Where is it? It's in here somewhere. I wanted to talk about... Fuck, dude. Where is it? Oh, I found it. Okay, here it is. I don't know if you guys... Speaking of, like, massive sports payments, we talked about huge deals for the Lakers. I wanted to talk about how, as of this week, or, like, recent months... Let's see if I can find... the clip. Yeah. People in the AI field, like average employees, not average employees, but high-level employees are getting paid $100 million signing bonuses. Like they're getting sports team contracts. Listen.
They started making these like giant offers to a lot of people on our team, like $100 million signing bonuses, more than that comp per year.
It's crazy.
More than that comp per year. So $100 million signing bonus plus $150 million yearly comp. The level of war for top AI talent is getting absurd because there's like 4 companies, literally like fucking 4, that all believe that AI is their path to $100 trillion. And if they lose it, their company's done. So they're throwing infinite money at it. I wouldn't assume he's telling the truth. He is telling the truth. It's not an assumption. He is telling the truth. People are getting paid $100 million signing bonuses to leave OpenAI and go to Meta. This is happening right now. So, no, they're not. Yes, they are. Why are you saying no, they're not, like you know? Yes, they are. They are 100% getting paid $100 million signing bonuses. In fact, not even just 100 million. I'm going to go way bigger. That's small scale to what I'm about to talk about. Let's talk about this guy. Pulling us up. How about, forget millions, how about 15 billion? How about $15 billion? This is Scale AI. So this is Alexander Wang. He's 28 years old. He's not getting paid this much, but let me give you a little breakdown of what's happening, which might mean that he basically is. Okay, so there's a company called Scale AI. This guy, by the way, if he's grifting, is the ultimate 28-year-old god. Scale AI, okay? And what he realized is that all these big trillion-dollar AI companies, the thing they're craving the most is good data. You know what I'm saying? Like a picture of a dog that is tagged dog. Like, a math problem that is solved and is tagged correctly. Like just actually correct data. That's everyone is like trying to get that. So we started a company that just creates that or gets as much of that as possible. Now, I don't know how he does it, and I'm sure there's some great proprietary system, but maybe he's just paying people in India to tag pictures. I don't know. I don't know what they do, but they have the high quality data that plants crave, that companies crave. Okay? Anyway, so he starts this business and it gets big clients like Google and Meta and everyone else. And then, this is the key second step, then he starts going on all these talk shows like, what's the big, oh my God, the tech news show on, damn, I'm fucking blanking. Not TEDx. No. Oh, you guys keep saying terrible options. No, you guys are complete. Maybe Bloomberg. I have to find out. You cut me off. It's got that woman. Why am I blanking? They showed it a bunch of times in Silicon Valley, the show. Emily Chang. Emily Chang from Bloomberg. Yeah, that's exactly who I'm talking about. Okay. What's the name of that show? Emily Chang on Bloomberg. Just Bloomberg Tech. Oh, The Circuit. Maybe that's it. Whatever. This is all irrelevant. The point is, he starts going on a press tour, making himself like an AI expert. Like he starts getting interviewed. Like, for example, he was interviewed about the DeepSeek stuff when that happened. He's going on as an expert. So that raises his public profile. So now he's like a big name, up and coming AI hotshot talent. So now Mark Zuckerberg, who is absolutely desperate, just bottom of the barrel desperate to win the AI race, goes, I have to have this guy. He has to work for me. So, because he won't leave Scale.ai, Zuckerberg buys the company basically to acqui-hire him for $15 billion. And what's really fucking crazy is that because we are in a more active FTC time, so that you can't easily acquire another tech company without a big amount of process and antitrust and maybe getting blocked. There's a new technique that companies like Meta are doing. So let's say that the company is worth $15 billion, okay? If Zuckerberg wants to buy it for $15 billion, he'll get blocked. So what he does instead, it goes, I will give you $15 billion. I'm going to value your company at $30 billion, and I'm going to buy half of it, 49%, for $15 billion. Wink, wink. Okay? But we get, main control. So now Zuckerberg is only investing in Scale.ai and only owns 49% of $15 billion. But everyone involved is handshake agreeing that they know that they're basically buying it. It's just lying about the value of the company and saying you only own part of it. And that is what they're doing right now. They're literally, because they essentially own Scale AI, all the other customers have left. Like, everyone's out. And so it's essentially just getting Alexander Wang and whatever increment business Scale has for $15 billion. There was a great breakdown by Ben Thompson, who writes Stratechery. That again breaks down the same way. This is an acqui-hire. I worked at Scale AI before this. Absolute scam of a company. Man, I have no idea. I haven't done enough research to comment on whether or not this company is a scam. Or not even a scam, but like worth the money. But it seems to me like they just they don't have like some deep knowledge of AI. They're certainly not worth $15 billion. But Zuckerberg is so desperate to, like, if you put it like this, I think, how would I say this? If you believe, as Zuckerberg does, that whoever wins the AI race is an unbeatable God King and their company rules the next 30 years, then any amount of money is worth it, I guess, which is why he's throwing $100 million signing bonuses and buying this company. But if you believe, as I do, that it seems a little bubbly, then this is an insane overspend disaster. It feels very .com. Yeah, it feels very .com. I had a comp sci friend who worked there. It was just solving some coding problems and feeding it into the AI. Yeah, dude, that's the sense I get. It's like they haven't figured out some incredible way to get new data. They're just like paying for and manually creating some data, which I guess is so important that companies will buy it. But I don't know. It's crazy to me. It's high quality data. Yeah, but it's not worth $15 billion to get a 28-year-old. I don't know. I think that's crazy. I think that's wild. I don't know if it's, I don't know, but, so it is weird. But yeah, you can see, this is a great explanation, actually. The unusual deal where Meta takes a 49% stake for $14.8 billion. The cash goes to the existing shareholders, and then Alexander Wang is hired into Meta, okay, to avoid antitrust scrutiny. It's just very funny. It's just very funny. Is any of this to offload legal concern with copyright data? No, they wouldn't be able to offload it. Especially if they're acquiring it directly, it wouldn't. If it's so obvious, how is it not blocked? I think that's a good question. Well, again, I don't know if the merger would get blocked here, but the reason they're doing it is because it could have gotten blocked in the EU. Well, it doesn't even come to get blocked. Do you know what I'm saying? There's like, it only triggers the investigation if it's an actual acquisition or a controlling stake. But they're doing exactly 49% to not do that. But everyone involved is wink handshaking, knowing that it is meta control. Why do the current customers need to go? It's a great question. So if you're Google and you are trying to buy high quality AI data, would you give all of your money to a company that is now basically owned by your greatest competitor? No. That's why Google is now no longer working with Scale AI. Because they now that it's under Zuckerberg's control, they would like to get out and use somewhere else. Which is why the company's not actually worth it to buy. It's only bought for an acqui-hire. They just want the... I think this guy's maybe the youngest billionaire now, by the way. Youngest billionaire? Is this true? Youngest self-made. Youngest self-made billionaire. Who's the youngest billionaire? Youngest billionaire. Everyone posted quote self-made. Why do you say that? Why is that so funny? He didn't inherit it. He didn't fucking inherit it. I mean, it's a dumb amount for Zuckerberg to pay, but he's not his dad. Alexander. So who's the actual youngest billionaire? The actual youngest billionaire is Johannes von Baumbach, who's 19 years old, who inherited a stake in the German pharmaceutical company Boehringer Ingelheim. Great. Some 19-year-old owns a German pharmaceutical company I've never heard of and is a billionaire. That's crazy. Now that's self-made. I like Treachery. What are good blog sites? A Lost Art. Oh, there's plenty, bro. There's plenty, but that's a great one. Worth reading if you want to follow up tech. Is it possible for them to say simply, no, it's our company after the deal is done because they have to 1%? I don't, maybe no one would do this. They clearly have handshake smiles, made a deal with Zuckerberg. Alexander Wang is working there. There's no chance of this happening, but maybe they could fucking try to pull the scam of the century. Did you see Sam Altman tweet about how much Alexander parties? Is he trying to drive down the value? Oh, I didn't want to watch the rest of that clip. Wait. Because he kind of is sour grapes about it. Sam Altman meta.
Making these like giant offers to, a lot of people on our team, like $100 million signing bonuses, more than that comp per year.
That's crazy.
And it is crazy. I'm really happy that at least so far, none of our best people have decided to take them up on that. I think that people sort of look at the two paths and say, all right, OpenAI's got a really good shot, a much better shot at actually delivering on super intelligence, and also may eventually be the more valuable company. But I think the strategy of a ton of upfront guaranteed comp, and that being the reason you tell someone to join, like really the degree to which they're focusing on that.
He basically says, like, yeah, our guys actually do it for the love of the game. Let me just tell you, if you're an AI researcher during the greatest bubble of all time, and someone offers you $100 million signing bonus plus $100 million plus guaranteed comp a year, fucking take it. Fucking take it, dude. Jesus Christ. You got enough loyalty to this twink that you're going to fucking stay at OpenAI for... I mean, you're making good money either way. It's not like OpenAI is underpaying, but that is a once in a gazillion... That's like people that, I don't know, it's like getting mad at Ninja for taking the $60 million to go to Mixer because you really bleed purple. No, I'm fucking loyal. I bleed purple Twitch, dude. There's no way I turned down that 60 mil. Twitch can pay me nothing and I'll stay. It's like fucking ridiculous, dude. It's life-changing money. Literally the deal XQC took? Yeah, exactly. They already have life-changing money? Not all of them. Some people that are getting signing bonus out of university. Yeah, it's like the one place in tech that's still giving like insane out-of-college comp. I compared the AI to the dot-com bubble to my friend in their 60s and they shut down. I mean, it's similar, right? Like, if you look at this this type of crazy salaries or crazy acquisition costs, again, Scale AI had no profit. It's a company bought for $15 billion by Meta and it made no profit. And that type of thing happened in the dot-com bubble when all these tech companies and internet companies were getting insane valuations, insane buyouts. In this speculative mania because everyone thought they had to win this race. So I don't know. It's tough to say. I mean, I can see the point that AI is moving really fast and they don't want to fall behind and they have money to burn, but it just feels more and more speculative and crazy, more and more bubbly. Taking 28-year-olds and giving them $100 million signing bonuses it just feels like we're going to look back on that and be like, oh, of course. Of course it was a bubble. Oh, of course. If you can't live off $5 million for the rest of your life, it's a personal problem. I don't think you understand the other negotiating party in this is Mark fucking Zuckerberg. It is fully fine for you to take his money. It's either in his pocket or yours. You don't need to turn down and work for less. No, Mr. Zuckerberg, keep your 95 extra million. I'll work for 5 because I can't imagine needing more. Fucking, what are you guys fucking signaling? Thank you for the opportunity. Yeah, it's like telling athletes, Steph Curry, you should work for less. It's better for the billionaire owner of your team. Yeah, yes, Steph. LeBron needs to take the vet minimum to get us a concern for the Lakers. Well, actually, I agree with that. Fuck it. Come on, Bron. Take one for the team, bro. Come on, Bron. Come back, dude. We need to win a ring. I would sell myself into slave labor if it meant Zuckerberg got one extra penny. That's what we need more of, folks. Real grinders. Real Sigmas, dude. Yes. That's heroic. And it would be nice, actually. If you have any savings, you should donate it to him because he's probably losing money on these crazy acquisitions, and it'd be nice if he felt a little less stressed about it. It'd be nice. There is unironically a place where I would accept less money because I don't want to be the heat of being the top 0.1 of the 0.1 if I'm going to live comfortable regardless. Okay. All right, fine. All right, fine. Take 92 million. What do if you're not in that percentage, even if you take the 100 million. Do you understand? You're not in the 0.1 of the 0.1. Also, by the way, just to be clear, I think all of you are liars. I literally believe that every single one of you, were you offered a $100 million signing bonus, would take it. So I just want to be super clear that this is all a thought exercise with people in a chat that is useless. My boss scoffed at the idea of me leaving my job to get $5 more. Of course we all. Wait, your boss openly scoffed? That's crazy. That's crazy work to scoff, dude. Bro hit you with a scoff. As a matter of fact, I would ask for more. Base. That's what Alexander Wang did. He got $1 billion, and they got 15 billion. I do think this is good evidence of the general public's inability to understand wealth past like $5 million. I heard a quote that said, to the general public, all numbers that end in illion are the same. Like if they hear that this government program costs 50 billion, this government program saved us 200 million. It all just sounds like, it's big. Our debt's 32 trillion. And like nobody can nobody can wrap their mind around it. Gazillion is more than 1 million. Have you seen the dog shit Gemini ad? I mean, I saw a famous one during the Olympics, but I didn't see another one. Wait, anyway, that...
And not the work and not the mission.
I've seen Sam Altman talk about his AI thing enough. What about a Brazilian, like a wax? Getting your pubes taken out? Oh, one more thing. So wait, I got two. Wait, where's the EU one? Dude, people are moving in on our fucking turf, bro. You guys know King Dollar. I just bought a book, by the way, called King Dollar. I bought this book called King Dollar about, what the future of the dollar might be. Because we've been in a dollar-dominant era. As you guys know, the dollar's been pretty weak, basically post-Trump tariff announcement, but especially with all the conflict lately and the big, beautiful bill. Dollar's been pretty bad. People don't have a lot of confidence in it. And this week particularly, in fact, yesterday particularly, Both Europe and China started piping up, bro. China piped up and said, hey, maybe it's time for the RMB, time for the fucking yuan to get a shot at the crown. They're piping up. And maybe it's our turn. He said, we have excessive reliance on a single currency. What we need is a lot of currencies, okay? A checks and balances system. So he's piping up. And then also, same time, fucking opinion article from Christine Lagarde, head of the fucking European Central Bank, stepped up and said, this is time for the global euro moment. It's time for euro to step up. People are coming at the king, dude. Everyone's seeing weakness in the dollar and trying to step up. But what's funny is the only one winning right now is fucking gold. Which just passed the euro, which is insane, in foreign reserve holdings from central banks. It's now dollar number one, gold number two, which is like unheard of. It was euro number two forever. Let me see if I got that article just so you know I'm not making it up. Gold passes euro. There it is. As world's second reserve asset, as central banks continue to buy, which is fucking crazy. 20% share. Central banks have bought 1,000 tons of gold per year for the past 3 years. US dollar, gold, other currencies, euro. That's crazy. That shit is crazy. Which country has the most gold? That's a fucking great question. I've been researching that myself because the official answer is the United States, and it's not close. Well, it's actually, if you talk about average people's holdings, it might be India. But they talk about central bank holdings, like how much the government owns. Let me see if I got a good image. It's supposed to be the United States. This is an old chart, but this is the idea. However, my understanding is that China has a lot more than their official reserves let on, and is either number 2 or possibly even number 1. And then obviously a lot of these places have changed because this is 2019 and people have been buying thousands of tons since the war in Ukraine. So it's been a shakeup. But my understanding is that China has been misleading these stats hard. And there's some strong evidence of that. But fuck if I know. I don't know the exact number. Why is Germany so high? They own a lot of fucking gold. What me tell Germany's a fucking huge economy, dude. Germany's fourth largest? US, China, Germany, California, Japan, or US, China, Japan, California, Germany. Forgot if Japan dropped. Countries by GDP. Yeah, it's Germany 3. I was right. US, China, Germany, Japan, India. India might have passed Japan, actually. I know Japan's been falling this year. They fell off for real. Who chooses when gold goes up? I do not know how I can even explain the concept of a market price to you. Nobody chooses. No, it's not a human being choosing it. It's like, okay, if you go to eBay and see Charizard's going for $100,000, do you think someone chose that? Like Nintendo just said that's what it's worth? That's it. It's the price. It's the price from people bidding it up. It's not a human being that says, Then who puts the price on my tacos? Well, that is a price that people choose. The guy selling your tacos does choose a price, but if he chose a price too high, nobody would buy it. Same with the gold, or same with the price is determined by the people's willingness to buy. You're not making any sense? All right, you're right. Yeah, you're right. No, actually, I'm lying. I'm lying, and I just didn't want you to figure it out. There's one person, and he picks the price of everything. And if that guy wasn't so damn greedy, the prices would go down. There's one guy, and he sits there and goes, hee, today I'll make gas more expensive. And he presses a button, and he makes it more expensive. Today I'll make the food at the groceries. It's Joe Biden. It's Joe Biden. Joe Biden just sits there pulling levers and making things more expensive. He's the price mancer. And it's fucked up. And he fell asleep leaning on the egg button recently. That's why the prices went so fucking catastrophic. Can you tell him to make magic cards cheaper? I'll try. Tell him to make food more expensive so you grind harder? That's based. Tell him to lower the price of Switch 2 games. You don't understand that he gets a visceral pleasure out of your discomfort. That's why he greedily raises the prices on everything from his fucking ivory tower. If someone could make gold tomorrow, would the world collapse? No, the world wouldn't collapse, but it would be calamitous. If you could, well, it depends on do you mean, if someone could make gold, they would just become very wealthy. If someone was determined to make gold valueless and they had made so much gold that it made gold worthless, then yeah, I guess. But realistically, they would keep it to themselves and make a ton of fucking money. What if Pokemon just started selling PSA 10 cards from the factory? Okay, I assume this is obvious, but people should understand this. If they started doing that, the price would go down. Not because anyone knows about it, not even if they did it in secret. I feel like sometimes people think like when I say printing money leads to inflation, people go, just don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody that. Just print it in secret and then there'll be no inflation. And that's not how it works. Just more, the existence of more money chasing the same number of goods causes the prices to rise. Just like the existence of 1,000 more Charizards PSA 10 printed from a factory would cause the prices to go down, even if nobody knew that they were printed. There would just be more supply on the market. So you're saying that everyone is psychic and can count all the money in the world? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. The Charizards were already printed in a factory. I'm saying more Charizards. Are you understanding what I'm fucking saying? There's already a certain amount of Charizards, and they're rare, and they're scarce, and they're worth a lot. So if they print more, it's not like they're printing free $100,000 tickets. Okay? Every new one they print will bring the price down because they're less scarce. Is that... What if I fuck with Blastoise more? That's a good question. What if you fuck with Blastoise more? That is a good question. I never thought about that. And that actually really undermines my point. Because if you fuck with Blastoise more, then it wouldn't matter how many Charizards they print. You would just not want to buy one because you want that fucking sick Blastoise, that turtle. He's got Hydro Pump, and that's super effective. Um, I'm sorry. Wait, what? That's an impossible question. If everything in the world costed less, would the value of the dollar go down? Everything in the world costing less means the value of the dollar has gone up. You're getting more for your dollar. If you can buy one bread with $1 and now you can buy two breads for $1, the value of your dollar has gone up. So how would that... I'm not dodging the question. I'm not dodging the question. That your question doesn't make sense. Your question doesn't make sense. I can't... What if we print 50% fake money so we really get double because no one can tell, but actually only have half inflation? This is gibberish. This is gibberish. It doesn't make any sense at all. What are you even saying? Probably a better idea than fucking Trump. I'll tell you that. Maybe this will work. It's better than tariffs. So you're saying if we go woke, we go broke. Yes. Finally, someone gets the lesson I'm trying to make. The full circle of this is that if you go woke, you will go broke. That's what I was trying to get at. And I think you did understand that. Oh, yeah, another piece of news that happened today. Do we have this fucking video? It's so funny. Trump Powell.
Now we have a man that just refuses to lower the Fed rate.
Yeah, so I watched Jerome Powell today. Our good man Jerome Powell, chairman of the Federal Reserve, spoke today about whether or not he will raise or lower interest rates. Now, if you don't know, now you know. Very simple primer, because interest rates can be boring. If the Fed raises them, that means they want to fight inflation and it slows the economy down. If they lower them, that means they want to fight job loss and speed the economy up. Okay? But it's dangerous for inflation. If they keep them flat, that means they kind of don't know which way the wind is blowing and they want to keep their options open. Jerome Powell has been doing this one, ding, 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 every single meeting for like the past fucking couple years. Just keeping it steady. Today, he announced, surprise, surprise, he's doing this again. Steady. Every time he does this, Trump gets madder. Every single time he does this, Trump tweets even more angry stuff at him because Trump really wants him to put it down. He wants him to lower interest rates and juice the economy. It's not just Trump. Every leader ever wants this. Every president ever, every leader, they always want rates to go down because it helps in the short term, but maybe leads to inflation after that. And so you want the Federal Reserve to be independent and not cave to pressure because they have to make hard choices like raising it or keeping it flat. Okay, so he's called Jerome every name in the book. Now, it's worth noting that Trump appointed Jerome Powell. He calls him dumb so often you might think Biden appointed him, but he didn't. Trump did. Trump appointed Jerome Powell. And I think it's worth showing.
I think it's too late.
Dude, he even brought up, He's been consistently talking shit.
As a country, if the Fed would ever lower rates, you know, would buy debt for a lot less. It's a shame. This guy, I have a guy. Do you ever have a guy that's not a smart person and you're dealing with him and you have to deal? He's not a smart guy. He's worried about inflation. I said, that's right. If there's inflation in 6 months or 9 months, you lower the rates or you raise the rates. You can do whatever you want, Brian, right? So let's say there's rampant inflation, which there's none. You know what there is? There's success. I got a call from Congress last night. Sir, there's a problem. I said, what is it? Money is pouring in. We don't know how to account for it.
Oh, well, fucking pardon me then. I didn't know Congress was calling you and saying, sir, we have too much money pouring in. We don't know what to do. I guess Jerome Powell's dumbass better listen and lower the rates. He just tweeted about him like right now. Wait, we got a breaking news live tweet. Trump Truth Social. Too late. Powell is the worst. This is 27 minutes ago. Powell is the worst. A real dummy who's costing America billions. A real dummy, huh? Poor Powell, getting the heat.
I said, check the tariffs. $88 billion came in from tariffs. No inflation. And it's going to get even more so. I know what I'm doing. So we have a stupid person, frankly, at the Fed. He probably won't cut today. Europe had 10 cuts, and we had none. And I guess he's a political guy. I don't know. He's a political guy who's not a smart person, but he's costing the country a fortune. So what I'm going to do is, you know, he gets out in about 9 months. He gets fortunate term.
So there was a talk earlier, possibly, of Trump replacing Jerome Powell or trying to fire him, which is without legal precedent. And Jerome said he would you know, fight against. It looks like it's not going to happen. There's a lot of danger of a president trying to get rid of a central bank authority because it undermines confidence in that country's central bank, which is really important. Confidence is a really important thing. And so he's not going to do it, but Jerome Powell's term is up in early 2026, at which point Trump will be willing to hire whoever he wants, though he's got a plan for the man for the job.
Biden, I would have never reappointed him. Biden reappointed him. I don't know why that is, but I guess maybe he was a Democrat. You know, I got great advice from Mnuchin on this one. Great advice. But he's done a poor job. So we have no inflation. We have only success. And I'd like to see interest rates get down. Now, Biden did a lot of very short-term debt. So we have short-term debt coming due. And because of this guy's rates, you know, if he'd lowered a point,
I'm sorry. This is a long clip, and I just want to get to the part where he suggests who could be the next.
Powell, because he's always too late. I call him too late Powell.
Who could be the next chairman of the Federal Reserve?
Too late. I call him too late Powell because he's always too late. I mean, if you look at him, every time I did this, I was right 100%. He was wrong. Maybe I should go to the Fed. Am I allowed to appoint myself, Doug? I don't know. Am I allowed to appoint myself at the Fed? I do a much better job than these people. Too late. I call him too late Powell.
So maybe he could be president and chairman of the Federal Reserve. Now, he's joking. He's going to pick someone else, but I think the goal clearly is somebody who is completely lockstep with him and basically a mouthpiece for what he wants, which is slam interest rates down. Baron Trump!
Because he's always too late.
God willing we don't get fucking Howard Lutnick or fucking Ron Vara. And then even when they were asking him questions about Iran, he was still jumping back to fucking Jerome Powell.
So, do you think it's too late to now?
Really, nothing's too late. The only thing too late is Powell. Powell's too late. Too late, Powell.
Have the Iranians reached out to you, Mr. President?
What?
Have the Iranians reached out to you?
Yes.
And what did you say?
I said it's very late. You know? I said it's very late to be talking. We may meet. It's I don't know. There's a big difference between now and a week ago, right? Big difference.
Late though.
So he's just bringing it up over and over again. Yeah. Anyway, so I think now, this all sounds bad. Yeah, I don't think it's good. I don't think it's good. I mean, today nothing happened. He just held its rate steady and Trump talked shit. The problem will be in 9 months when he replaces him. I think Powell's done a decent job, although he was really fucking late on him. He was too late on inflation, actually. He was too late to raise rates. Polymarket, think of the 10 gifted. He was too late to raise rates. I don't know if he's too late to lower them, but he was too late to raise them. Couldn't lower rates drive up bond rates because lower rates, higher inflation, weaker dollar? Yeah, dude. I mean, that's... Trump is talking like lowering rates is just a guaranteed juicer. Or that it will get long-term... I'm not getting too in the weeds, but... lowering short-term rates does not necessarily lower the 10-year yield, which is what we need to get down. But I'm getting too in the weeds. For an audience that doesn't care about bond yields. I think it's time to watch some Smallville. I think it's time to watch, unless I have any more topics to talk about. I think it's time to watch Smallville. Unless I have anything else. I mean, there's a lot of news, but I just talked for like 4 hours, podcast and Patreon episode. And then this. And I just feel like I've covered what I want to cover. There was stuff, but what if you relate bond yields to Superman? I probably could. Oh, I guess one more thing. Just like a little, you could throw this in somewhere if you want to, Aish, at the end. I just want to say, how do I put this? Do you never, I'm trying to think of an example in real life where this has happened. Where somebody is making, I guess, and actually it's happened with Tucker Carlson, where somebody makes a good point, but you're kind of like, fuck you anyway, because of who they are and what that point represents. You know? It happens sometimes where somebody makes a good point, but you're still kind of like, ugh. This happened with the Lowe's CEO. If you get Lowe's, the home improvement store, the Lowe's CEO had a quote that went kind of viral recently where he said, he was talking about, someone asked him about AI taking jobs because they have a lot of corporate employees at Lowe's. And he's like, my advice to employees is to stay close to the register. Don't work in the corporate office. Stay close to the cash register as you can. Okay? If you're either on a construction site or dealing with customer service, you'll be okay. And it's like fucking insane for the CEO to be saying this. It's like insane. It's like it's an incredible misread of the room to be fucking the guy saying this. So I found it to be shocking, like frustrating that he would say that. There's some like, I don't know, some base case scenario of like physical labor or customer service are less likely to be automated, but that doesn't mean he could just keep his mouth shut. I think in this case, I think this guy is not appropriate to be adding it. AI is not going to fix a hole in your roof. Yeah, I understand that, but you have employees. You have employees in the corporate office. So I thought that was fucked up. Did you see this Lowe's tweet? I can't. What is this? Oh my God. Well, never. I take it back. I'm sorry. I was mad at Lowe's, but then I realized they are actually so based because they have Mr. Beast's top picks from Lowe's. Lowe's X Mr. Beast, where you can shop epic finds from Jimmy Beast. Wait a minute. Are they fucking heroes for this? Every time I'm at Lowe's, I'm thinking, what would Jimmy Beast buy? When I'm looking to buy some tools to repair around the house, I want to know, is this what Jimmy would use if he was making a set to have 100 babies sit in a circle for money? Like, what? I would want to know if that would match up with my guy. How would this even work? Well, I actually don't know. This feels like a really bad marketing campaign. I don't understand. What? You can recreate a Mr. Beast challenge. Holy shit, this isn't leaking my address. I gotta show you this. This is crazy. These are the items. It's like fucking orange cones, a tripod, fucking tape, a pool. These are Jimmy Beast's great picks. Oh, dude. Wait, on that note, there's a company called this is exactly what they want. This is what they want, but I'll give it into it anyway because it is a good story. There's a company called Carrot that does like credit cards for creators. Carrot Card, Carrot Financial. I think this is bank. There it is, right here. You guys are mostly not creators, so it's not really whatever. This is the company. I'm only showing you this because I haven't used them in a long time, but I had a card from them, I think through Lud a long time ago. And the guy's nice. The guy that owns the company is really nice. He's a nice guy. But I just don't use it because I don't need it. He sent me a bomb today. That's why I'm bringing this up. But it scared the piss out of my my mother-in-law. Can I show you? I actually have to show you. I'm not kidding. I'm not leaking anything, am I? Okay. Yeah, look at this. And I had to pry this shit off. Like I literally had to pry it with a thing of pliers and a hammer. And then it has like gloves in it. And a hazmat suit. It has a hazmat suit with my name on it. And then it looks like it's filled with $100 bills, but they're all fake. I was like, damn, they threw some money in there, but it's all fake. Dude, it's fake $100 bills. And then at the bottom, well, I don't know where it is. Already put it, I think maybe in the garage or something, but it's it was like a Pelican case, those really nice high quality cases. It had a timed lock on it that was counting down. It was like 48 hours, 47 hours, 90, whatever. It was, so it looked like a fucking bomb. It looked like a fucking bomb. By the way, I still don't know what's in it. But I'll tell you that when Ari's mom found it, was like, what the hell is this? It looks like a fucking bomb. That shit is crazy. Are you sure it isn't a bomb? Just knowing the CEO of Carrot, I think it's just a cool marketing stunt. So good for him. But I don't know what's in it, to be honest. I can't imagine. It's a pretty big case with a time lock. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, let's watch a Smallville.